Hello, this is the parent meeting for Children's Camp for 2022 for Graceway Baptist Church. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to cover a lot of information here and hopefully I get all your questions, but if you have additional questions at the end of the video, I will give you a email address and a phone number that you can call and ask those questions or send me a text, either way, whatever is most convenient for you. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Ben Donahue. I am the Children's Camp Director. This is my 10th or 11th year to be the Children's Camp Director. It's something that's near and dear to my heart. I grew up going to the same camp here at Graceway. I went through as a youth, I went through as an adult sponsor, so I've done a little bit from fishing to kitchen to youth sponsor. I've done a little bit of all the jobs at one time or another, so I consider it a privilege and an honor to get to be the Children's Camp Director, and so we plan all year for a fun week for your kids. So if this is the first year they're coming and they're nervous, I hope that they have a great time, or those that maybe they've gone several years in a row, we continue to see them again. So let's just jump in here and tell you a little about the camp. We go to a place called Camp Leela, which is about an hour and a half from here. It is northeast of Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's owned by an association up there, and the only people that will be at the campground will be our group. It's a closed campground in the aspect of it's on one single property. We're the only camp there. We provide our own meals. There is a groundskeeper that stays on property there that's there all the time. But other than that, the only kids that will be there will be our kids on the camp property. It's a huge area. I forget how many acres it is. He's got a couple ponds on there, basketball court, indoor facilities, outdoor facilities for worship services, as well as the tabernacle and indoor cafeteria that we eat at, so it's air conditioned, that sort of thing. First thing that's very important in the paperwork that you can find online, or you can also find at the church, we can email it to you, whatever's the easiest, is a medical release form. Before any camper can go to children's camp, is they have to have that medical release form filled out. It is two-sided, so just make sure you have all that information in there. You have that signed. You can bring it with you on the day that, on next week on Monday, when we leave for camp. Just when you drop off your student, you can also drop off that form. Any medications your child may be on, that sort of thing, the nurse will be there and you can give that information to them at that time. We will leave next week on Monday afternoon at 3:30, so plan on getting to the church about 3 o'clock on Monday, and we will leave at 3:30 in the afternoon. We'll drive down there, we'll feed them dinner, we'll kind of get camp things going, get their bunks unpacked, that sort of thing on Monday. So that's very important. What to bring. Also in the paperwork with the medical release form, you'll find a list of things that to be brought and not to be brought. We don't need cell phones. They won't need money for anything. The things that they will need, obviously, are they'll be in a bunk bed, a twin-size bed. So if your kid likes to have sheets and a blanket and a pillow, or some kids just like a pillow and a sleeping bag, whatever your kid is most comfortable with, that's what I say bring. Just kind of go over the basics of those that have never been to camp or been away for home like that, how to set up a bunk, how to make a bed. We'll have adult sponsors, we'll have youth sponsors, we'll be there to help them make their bunks, help them get themselves organized, but you just may go over that information with them. Also, if you will educate your kids, it'll help if they'll just learn, at home, possibly they go in the bathroom, they use their toothbrush, they leave it in the bathroom, they leave their stuff, their dirty clothes in the bathroom. Well, at camp it's a little different. We all share bathrooms, and so they'll just need to understand when they go take their shower, they take their stuff to the shower that they need. When they're finished, they bring their stuff back to their bunk. If you can have everything labeled with your camper's name, that would be preferable. Their towels, their sheets, their pillow, their clothes, because I can tell you many stories of campers that leave with a full suitcase but come home with a half full suitcase, and the other half of their stuff is in the lost and found here when they come home from camp. So just talk to your kids about keeping their stuff together, putting their names on them, understanding what's theirs, keeping their stuff collected, keeping their area clean, that sort of thing. We'll cover that with them at camp also, but if you've already kind of told them, then it'll kind of refresh their memory. Covered medications just a little bit a second ago. If your child is on some type of an allergy pill or that sort of thing, we just need that information. We need that medication for the nurse. We do not want the students to hang on to it. We would like for the nurse to have possession of those medications, and they will make sure that they get their medications. Maybe it's an antibiotic or, like I said, an allergy medicine. They'll make sure if it's evening or afternoon or nighttime or all of the above, they'll be sure that they'll get their medication. We're taking 2 nurses with us. Shanley's been several years, as well as Ryan. Both are RNs, and so they're very familiar with the camp process. Names on stuff. Bathing. everybody takes a bath every day. Just help your kids know that, you know, you're not going to camp and miss out on taking a shower every day, because we will. Usually we shower at night just because it's stinky. They run them through at night. There's a dressing area at the showers, so those that have not been to camp before, just explain, hey, just take your stuff with you. You go to the dressing area, you get in the shower, you get clean, you get back dressed, you come back out, you go to your bunk, take all your stuff with you. Sometimes a pillowcase is real helpful to campers that have never been before, to put their dirty clothes in. That way they can kind of keep their dirty from their clean separate and that sort of thing. We're going to want to hang their towels up, that way they dry out, because if they stick a wet towel down in a suitcase, it's not going to dry before the next shower the next day. So that's important. In the bunk areas, if you'll kind of just prepare them for keeping their area clean. You know, at home they're used to having a bedroom potentially, or a large room where they can just throw their stuff here and there and whatever. At camp they have a bunk area. They have a little cabinet area where they store their stuff either under their bunk or in their suitcase at the end of their bunk, something like that. Just help your kid be prepared for that, and we'll cover that with them at camp also. Okay? Most of our activities will happen on the property at Camp Leela in Leela, Oklahoma. It's outside of Pawnee, Oklahoma. Except for one afternoon, we will drive in to one of the small towns there, and we will go swimming at the public pool there. We've gone there several years. It's a very nice pool. They have lifeguards on duty, that sort of thing. And then one afternoon, we'll also drive in and we'll go bowling in the same town. I think it's Cushing is where we'll go. We'll go bowling there in Cushing. And we'll do that in the afternoon. Otherwise, we'll always be at Camp Leela. From when we leave on Monday, we'll drive there, and then until we come home on Friday. Eating. We eat very well at camp, but I understand that some kids have a very particular appetite. Certain things they do like, they don't like. Some kids won't try anything new. I want mac and cheese or chicken nuggets every meal, and we're not going to have mac and cheese and chicken nuggets every meal. But it is important that your kids eat, especially with the heat and the way it affects your body. If they're having a meal and they think, I don't like this, all they gotta do is say something to the youth sponsor, adult sponsor, somebody in the kitchen. We'll find something for them to eat. If it's a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or a ham sandwich, or maybe they like the previous day's meals and we got some leftovers, we'll warm it up. We just want it's very important that the kids do eat while they're at camp. They got to eat something while they're at camp, some substance, and we want to help them. We don't want our campers to be afraid to say, hey, I really don't like taco salad. I'd rather have a little something else. And we'll get them something else. It's not a big deal, okay? So just educate your kids on that, please. Also, the thing we're really going to harp on them is water. We got to drink lots and lots of water. With the heat, we're going to watch our kids. We're going to talk to our nurses, and if there's some activities that are going to be supposed to be outside, but the heat is just wearing on us, we'll transition and we'll move them inside. There's been some years where we get a cool breeze in the evening and we do our worship services outside in the open air tabernacle. And there's been other years where there is no cool breeze and we've been having the sun all day, and we're going to do our evening worship inside where it's air conditioned. We'll adapt. And so just be flexible with us on that, and we're going to keep an eye on our kids. We're going to pump them full of water and Gatorade and things like that just to keep them hydrated. That's very important to us. People think, I just bring my flip-flops. It's very important. We're going to do some activities and some things that are going to require tennis shoes. You don't want to bring your brand new nice tennis shoes you got for school that's going to start in a few weeks. You want to bring your old shoes because we may get them a little dirty, we may get them muddy. This is a camp setting. Same thing with your clothes. You don't want to bring your fresh new clothes to camp. Bring something. If it gets dirty, it's not going to break your heart. I'm not saying we're going to get muddy every day, all day, but things come to camp, things get dirty, things get ripped, that sort of thing, and just, have your kids aware of that. So on Thursday night, some people like to come down and see the property, see the campground, see what's going on, and you're more than welcome to join us. If Thursday night doesn't work out, you'd like to pop down there, if you're working in the area, you want to come in and see us, just let us know. We'll prepare for you. We have dinner on Thursday night for the parent, kind of a parent night type of thing. Dinner's at 5:30. Then after that, we'll do a worship service at 6:30 that you're welcome to join us for. We'd just like to know, if you're going to come for dinner, we want to make sure we have enough food for everybody that's coming. And so there'll be a sign-up sheet the day that you drop your kiddos off for camp to let us know, hey, there's 4. If there's a chance you're coming but you don't get to come, that's fine. Just let us know that you are coming so we can have you on the list and have enough food for you, okay? There'll be maps available when you drop your kids off for camp that tell you how to get to the campground, that sort of thing. And I'm going to give you my cell phone number. That way you'll have it in case you get lost, or if you need some more directions, or you can text me, that sort of thing. Some parents, this is the first year their kid's ever gone away from camp, and they get nervous and they just want an update. and you want to text me and say, hey, how's little Johnny doing? Is he adapting? Is he doing well? Is he crying himself to sleep every night? Obviously, if he's crying himself to sleep every night, we're going to call you before then. But sometimes people just need affirmation that things are going well, and I don't mind giving that at all. Okay, me or one of the other adult sponsors can call. If you've got a kid that's feeling homesick and they want to call mom or dad or something, that's not a problem. We'll let them use our phone. We'll let them call home, just touch base with you. Sometimes kids just need to hear a voice and they calm down and they're good. It's not a problem at all. Okay. We've covered a lot of information here in a short period of time, and so you're going to have some questions, and I expect those questions. If you found this video obviously on YouTube, you know how to get to it there, but if you found it on our website, there's a link there. You can send an email from there. But on our website, there's another place we're going to upload some pictures during the week where you can look at pictures, okay? Our website is gracewayokc.org. It's gracewayokc.org. And when you get to that website, at the very top, there's a thing that says Our Ministries, okay? You click on that, and it brings up another menu. It's called Grace Kids. That's kind of our children's ministry. What we're called is Grace Kids. So under Grace Kids, there's another area called Camp Leela. And so that's obviously where the Camp Leela information is. But it's one of those things that we're just not going to put out there for everybody to see. It's actually going to be behind a password. And so on the screen here, you should see the password. If not here at the end of the video, you'll see the password. And that password is just going to be Grace Kids, Camp Leela 22. Capital G, capital K, capital C, capital L. So Grace Kids, Camp Leela 22. And we'll put that on the screen here for you to see. And that way you can see the pictures there. The video is going to be there. Obviously, you're already watching the video, so that doesn't really help you out. But also, we're going to put the medical release form that you can download and print, or if you need to just print it off or bring it, fill it out when you drop your kids off on Monday, that's fine. It's not a problem at all. Just plan on being here between 2:45 and 3 o'clock on Monday for camp to leave. Now, when we come home from camp, we'll be home on the following Friday. We usually get home between 12 and 12:30. The kids are tired and they're hungry. Depending on how quick we can get out of camp, we will head home, and we're usually home between 12 and 12:30. We usually will try to send a text or something to that effect when we're headed home, so you have a better idea. So on Friday the 22nd is when we'll be home between 12 and 12:30. Again, my number is going to be listed here. I'll give it to you also. It's 405-919-9702. That's my cell phone number. Feel free to call me or text me, that sort of thing. Sometimes cell phone signal up there's a little spotty, so if I don't respond to me, that's possibly why. Maybe we're in a service, or I'm in a building and I haven't got a signal, that sort of thing. But you can always reach out to the church. During the week, there's somebody usually at the church that can also get in contact with us at any time. So if you have any questions leading up to it, feel free to give us a call. Feel free to shoot me a text, shoot us an email. An email address that you can be reached at is graceway@coxinet.net. And that goes to the office up there, and we can answer any questions that you might have, or if you want to email your form in, that way it's done, that's also an option. Again, I thank you for sending your kids. We're excited to have them. We're excited for a great week. Thanks.